my channel, stocks and books by Bree. Well, we talk about buying stocks and dividends, dividing and supplemental learning. Want the secret? Gotta read. Here we go over the fundamentals you need to succeed. Major keys, you might get some gems, economic gems. So be sure to go hit subscribe so you can stay linked in.
Hey, what's up, family? My name is Brehon Mills. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. We love focusing on our own financial and personal development. Hey, family, I hope you guys have had a phenomenal week. I hope your day is off to a great start, and I hope all of your trades are successful ones. All right, family, as we all know, the government has been close to shutting down. Today was the last day before there could possibly be a shutdown, but Congress passes government funding bill to prevent shutdown. The House and Senate on Thursday approved a short-term government funding bill that keeps federal agencies open through early December and staves off a potential or partial government shutdown just hours before funding is set to expire. And family, we all know when we have these government shutdowns, it isn't a good sign for the government workers. They don't get paid. They go into furlough. Parks across the nation close, and we don't want parks closing across the nation. All right. Something that's concerning to me is in addition to keeping federal agencies funded at current levels through December 3rd, the bill includes a $6.3 billion in funding for Afghan refugee settlement. Now, family, listen, I don't want my tax money going to stuff like this. All right. The same thing happened with the Syrians. When the Syria is a situation that appears that we created, just like this Afghan situation is a situation that we created, right? So the Syrians came over here. They got free, basically welfare. They got free homes and shelter. They got free health care. They got food stamps, and their kids get to go to college for free. You know what I'm saying? And now the same thing is going to happen to Afghans, right? Afghans are going to come over here. They're going to get free welfare, basically free home care, free food. Their kids are going to go to college for free. That isn't fair, right? You have poor blacks, poor whites across this country that need some of this type of treatment. Funding for college and things of that nature, whereas the average man that goes to work every day or the small business owner has to pay his fair share in taxes, and he has to put a majority of his money away to save for a rainy day, right? To save for his retirement, to possibly save for his kids to go to college, where other countries are coming in, people from other countries are coming in, and they pretty much get all the free welfare, everything they want. I just don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. And also, as you all know, man, adding to McConnell's unbending position on the debt ceiling and Democratic efforts to pass a sweeping $3.5 trillion package. Now, that's a tremendous amount of money. How many stimulus and how much money are we going to keep throwing out to the people, right? Now, when it comes to, all this stimulus stuff, eventually things are going to come to a head, and we're going to end up having to pay that money back somehow, some way. And the only way that you can do that is by paying taxes, right? You're going to have to tax the people, and you're going to have to increase interest rates. So eventually these things are going to come to a head, and people are eventually going to suffer. And, they come out with the saying, well, tax the rich, tax the wealthy. Well, at the end of the day, even though the wealthy do pay majority of the taxes, the middle class is hit the hardest, because by percentage points, the middle class pay majority of their money in taxes, right? And also the poor. So they have figured out ways to generate money from the poor, right? So by the Virginia lottery, well, lotteries across the nation, right? So, lotteries and other ways, they will get their money from poor people, right? And so it's sad and unfortunate that we are operating this way, where we keep giving out so much money, and eventually we're going to have to pay it back. All right, nothing is free in this world, so eventually we're going to have to pay that money back. All right, now moving on to the SPY. Now, family, the SPY has had another bearish day. So we've had basically 4 bearish days in a row. And when we take a look at the past 3 days, man, we have had some tremendous sell-offs. Some tremendous sell-offs. And so if you've been following the market for years, you know that May isn't a good month for the market, and September isn't a good month for the market. And so we are putting September 2021 in our rear view mirror, right? So October is on the way. So hopefully we'll begin to see a rebound here. But as of right now, man, 2 strong bearish candles. All right. So let's wait and see before we place any call options how the following candle develops. We have had 2 strong sell-offs. Now, if you was watching this right before the market opened, I mean, we can play this as the, huge sell-off knee-jerk reaction where we've had this tremendous sell-off. We buy in, place a call option right before the close. Hopefully we'll get a nice bump up, right? We get a nice bump up. We can play that. And remember, man, stocks never fall too far away from that 20-day SMA, right? So they never fall too far below, and they never go too far above the 20 SMA. We always make a way back to that 20 SMA, right? And so history tells us that, man, we are way below the 20-day moving average, 443. We closed today at 428. So, man, we are a good long ways away from that 20-day SMA. And so hopefully, family, tomorrow we will have a green day because it's only natural. And I remember the book, Trading in the Zone, we take a look at Mondays. So on average, if Mondays start in red, Fridays end in green. If Mondays start in green, Fridays end in red. And so that's another something to look at when you're looking at these stocks and when you're looking at candlestick development. So family, I am thinking that we should have a green day after 4 consecutive bearish days. Okay. So we may have some plays tomorrow. I didn't have a chance to place anything before the close, but based on history, we never moved too far away from the 20-day SMA. And if we begin the week in red, hopefully we end the week in green. All right. Now let's take a look at Apple. All right. So when we take a look at Apple stock, it's been the same. Nice run up here. Come back to the 20 SMA. So SMA has been acting as support. We moved away from the 20-day SMA, simple moving average. We fell below. And now we have been on a consistent decline. But we have been having some candles that indicates we want to reverse in pattern. But the bears are continuing to push the price down. All right, continue to push the price down. So we have another red bearish candle here. And so we had this inverted candle here. So inverted hammer. We could say this is an inverted hammer candle. Someone would say dragonfly doji, but it does has a small wick at the bottom, but this could be considered an inverted hammer. And so when we having these days like this, right, the bulls came in and they tried to take control of the day, but the following day, the bears, we started at a high, pushed the price down. All right, so the bears have definitely dominated this week. But again, just because the bears have had a strong week, that doesn't mean the bears will end the week with a winning rate. All right, so tomorrow it may be the bulls' day to come in and get a win for the day. So let's continue watching Apple. And let's see if we can possibly place a call option at the open. Now, one thing I don't like is, and one of the reasons why I like to place call options, at 345, 350 right before the market closes, because tomorrow Apple could open at $3, right? It could open up positive $3. Now, if you buy or place a trade at the open when it's up $3 and it closes with a $2 profit, I mean, you're in the red, so you lost money. So that's why I really like to place my trades when it comes to these call options and put options 10 to 15 minutes before the previous day. But I'm always looking at the development of the candle. All right, always looking at the development of the candle. Now, we've had a nice sell-off here. right? So this could be a knee-jerk reaction, but going back to the start of the week, we had a pretty much a bearish week. So hopefully tomorrow we'll begin to push back up. Hopefully we'll end up in the green. All right. So 345, 350, 10 minutes before the market closed would have been a great time to make some purchases. And hopefully tomorrow we'll end or start our day in the green, and we'll be able to cash out at the open. But I wasn't able to do that today. All right. Now let's take a look at Microsoft. All right, so let's take a look at Microsoft daily charts. All right, so when we take a look at the daily candle, again, man, nice huge sell-off, huge sell-off. You can see the momentum moving out of the stock, and the momentum has been negative dating back to the 1st of September, which is a sign, right? So even though we do have the momentum on the decline, we do have days where we have a nice run up, right? Nice run up, nice move back to the 20 here and above the 20. And then we cross below the 20. We got back to the 20. The 20 act as a resistance. And so I am expecting the same thing here. I am expecting a move back to the 20 starting next week. Man, we talk about the 20-day SMA, 296, and we are down to what? A low of 281, close at 281.92. Family, man, we are going to get back to that 20-day SMA. All right. It's very unlikely that once we fall below this 20-day SMA this far, we're going to stay there. It just doesn't happen. The 20-day SMA acts as a rubber band. We never fall too far below, and we never move too far above the 20-day SMA. So again, family, we could have done two things. We can wait until the following day. We can see how the counter develops. If it gives us a reversal in pattern signal for opportunity to jump in, or we could have took a slight moderate gamble because we've had 4 consecutive bearish days. And remember, man, we're not going to have 5 bearish days in a row. We should have a slight reversal in pattern. So we could look for, hopefully a $2 to $3, $4 gain tomorrow. So we would have placed this option right before the close. And if it opens at $2 to $3 above, then there is a possibility where we could make some money and we can get out at the open. All right. So when it comes to trading options, and we can make it as complicated as we want, or we can make it as simple as we want. All right. So let's take a look at the hourly chart. So hourly, we fell below that 20, and we pretty much been trading sideways here. We got back to the 20 on the hourly level, but we were met with some resistance. We got back to the 20 on the hourly. So let's see if tomorrow we can get back above that 20 SMA on the hourly level, and let's see if we could push back up to the upside. All right. Tomorrow, I am expecting a green bullish day. We've had 5 days to end the month of September, and as we all know, May is a sell-off month. September is a sell-off month, but we always try to find ways where we could profit no matter what the market is doing. Now, family, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if it did, hey, please leave a like, subscribe, and keep coming back for more wealth building information. Peace.